Okay, guys. So yesterday we had some time. We're going to start working on the Civic engine for my son's car, the D16 Z6. So we went to put the head on. Should have been pretty simple. 10 bolts. No, shouldn't have been an issue. We put the head gasket on, put the bolts in, just ran them down by hand, just till they made contact. Started torquing them. One, two. We did the in steps. So we did 22 foot-pounds first, and we did all 10. Everything torqued, no problem. We went to go to the second step, which was 53, and we got one, two, three. I don't know if I'm going. We have it written down here, but it should have been one, two, three, four. So when we get to number 5, it didn't want to torque, and we could just tell, all the other doing the 22 and the 53 on the first 4. It just took like a certain amount of movement, till it snugged and we're using a proto 3/8 drive ratchet, or a torque wrench has been calibrated. So when we get to that one, it didn't click, and we went, just slightly past where it should have clicked. And right away we said, nope, something's wrong. So we loosened it, tried it again, same thing. Loosened it, tried a different torque wrench, which I already put back away, but I tried another click style and a beam style, and both of them would get to about, on the beam style, I could watch it, and it'd get to about 40, and it wouldn't climb anymore. So we pulled the bolt out, threads looked fine, able to thread it in, once we loosened it, take it out by hand and everything. The bolt holes are clean. So I had blown them all out before we even started, and we did lightly oil the bolts and the washers. And this is the one. So the other thing, but if you look, they're all basically the same. They're all pretty clean, same uniform. Anyways, so once we had this one to 40, I went ahead to 6. Let me just double check here. 7. And I believe 7 didn't want to torque either, but then 8, 9, and 10 torqued. So I did try just switching these two, which, if I would have thought about it, I should have switched with either one that did torque, or we have the old bolts here. These are the bolts that came out of so the head came from the junkyard. I pulled it, you pull it, and those are the head bolts that came out of it, and you can see they're all the same length. And the head bolts we bought to go in are Engine Tech, the HB 240s. They're all the same length. So somebody mentioned on Facebook that this hole is shallower and takes a shorter bolt. But if you look at the head, which it's kind of hard to see on this other side, but the boss, or whatever you want to call it, where the bolt rests, is higher on this one. So if you can actually see the bolt's all the way in, but it doesn't go down as far. But that's because this bolt sets down here, where this bolt rests up here. So the bolt boss, or whatever. So I went ahead and measured with a caliper. So this sticks out, which this is the first one that didn't want to torque. So this sticks out. Okay, this one is right about 68 millimeters sticking out. If you go to this hole, I actually have about 90 millimeters, maybe 80, 87, 88. So I don't think it's bottoming out in the hole. This one's the same. I have, well, not the same, but so this one I have 54 millimeters of bolt sticking out, and it's got 60, almost 70 millimeters of depth. So I don't think the bolt's bolting out or bottoming out. My only two guesses are, I'm hoping it's the bolts, and I've never seen, like I say, this is my first Honda engine. I've never seen head bolts with that swirl or spiral, whatever you want to call that. So I'm hoping that's the issue. I ordered some new head bolts from O'Reilly. I got to go pick them up here in a little bit. I was thinking of maybe trying the old head bolts to see if those torque, just temporarily putting the old head gasket, or the head gasket we had installed, and then putting the head back on, retorquing it, see if it torques. But I guess the other possibility, which I definitely hope it's not, is the inserts, the threaded inserts in there are starting to pull out. So anyways, that's where we're at. Let me know what you guys think, and I guess let me know. I mean, I'm probably going to call a machine shop tomorrow. If it is, I guess when we try those other head bolts, we may, if it strips and pulls the inserts out, then I'm going to be calling the machine shop and finding out what they charge. Versus, I guess I was looking in a kit to, I guess you got to buy all 10, which I think I would probably just do the 2. Let me know if you guys think that's wise or not. But that kit to do the helicoil or time certs or whatever is like $500. I'm hoping the machine shop could just do the 2, and it would be cheaper than that. But anyways, that's where we're at. Let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.